But I have a gripe, okay?
Griping.
I have a cupcake that we just got yesterday. Now, my question is...
And I just got a cupcake that I just got last week. Go ahead.
Last year, actually.
Last year.
You got that cupcake last year?
Yes, okay.
Anyways, so my question is, first of all, this cupcake's pretty large. I want to know why the serving size is half of the cupcake. Who's eating half the cupcake?
No,
I think this is unrealistic. Like, they want you to eat just like a portion of something when they make it seem you're expected like, oh, I can eat this whole cupcake. This is a one serving. It came in a little serving thing like this. This is a one cupcake kind of thing. I can eat the cupcake. But no, it's 2 servings in the cupcake. I think that's crazy.
Are you gonna eat the whole
Make it half the size.
You gonna have the whole cupcake? No.
I probably won't. I probably will divide it in half. But I don't expect other people to do that. I'm just saying, like, why? This is a one cupcake. Like, I'm gonna eat. People want to eat the whole cupcake.
Darius, why you just get a new fork?
Cause I don't want to bite it.
No, I'm saying why you didn't get use your other fork that you had for your Chipotle. Like, you see what fork I'm using?
Ooh. I don't want brisket with my with my cupcake.
I was just trying to bother him, y'all. But I am gonna eat this one.
Now mine's a red velvet cupcake. What's interesting?
Good?
So what is the frosting that's really good?
We got you the Is it good? Mm-hmm. We always get the reduced price of cupcakes. We don't play that game.
I knew you were saying that on purpose.
We do.
It's not reduced price. First of all, it would have said it on there.
There is. Look at the front.
$117.
You have to look at it.
I was wondering why there was that yellow dot. Because that's usually means when...
Reduce.
But
you know about to reduce stuff? I do. My mom is really good stickler.
Only...
She'll go stuff like, if it'd be originally $3 something, they say it's on this last leg. Today it's gonna be $1.15. And my mom would be like, yep, I'm getting it. It says big reduced.
And eat it that day. That's fine.
Eat it that day, yeah. But she eat it 3 days later.
No. You cannot eat it 3 days later.
Because it be cupcakes. And cupcakes go, you know, them cupcakes still be good. Yeah. And Derek, my cupcake said eat by
January 1st.
Yep.
It's been a week.
Yep. And it's still fresh.
I don't know about fresh.
This is the lemon one. And I know this is probably a lot of calories.
And Mom, that's going to be frozen and cold. Because it was outside.
There's moist. Look at that.
It's not like this one. Yeah.
Yours is very, very soft.
Yeah. I have a little cream in the middle. I can't show them, but.
Mine do too.
I don't think so.
Lemon. Yes, it does.
Okay, well. Now.
I'm done. I think I'm done.
With your cupcake?
Mm-hmm.
What was wrong with it? Then why aren't you eating it?
This water's so good. That water is banging.
Okay.
Anyways, so let me just tell y'all. I know we have talked about this before, but you might be a new crowd.
Okay.
But I want to know what y'all think about expired food.
Okay.
Like, I really want to know this because some people are very good at eating expired food and they don't mind. Like, if it's an expiration date in a can, how long would you keep that can good? Like, would you say, oh, it expired 1 day ago? Would you say that's bad?
I'm eating it.
You will? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about it's 2 weeks?
It's going in the trash.
No.
Can? Maybe not. Maybe can is different.
What about milk? Because you always tell me.
Let me explain. If something lasts a long time already, and it's only so, like, for example, if you have a can and it expires when you buy it, when you first get it, it expires 5 years from now, and then on the 5th year in 2 weeks, I want to eat it, I'll eat it. Because, like, okay, how accurate is that 5-year thing? But if you get something and they say this expires in 2 days, and then you eat it 2 weeks after that 2-day mark.
No, it says sell by day.
It says Best Buy.
Best Buy, right? So that don't mean it's spoiled. It just said it's Best Buy if you do it this way. We guarantee you the freshness, but it can last like a week later after that. Because I done had milk that it said expired on the
milk is unacceptable
on the 22nd, but by the 30th it's still good.
Okay, if it's a Best Buy,
sometimes
if it's Best Buy on the 1st, okay, it is dead by the 5th. I can't. You can't be going too far out. Best Buy is like in the next couple days.
You gotta smell it.
It's gonna go down.
You gotta smell it.
I don't care if it smells like roses.
You gotta smell it.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm very peculiar about it because your stuff does have stuff in the middle.
Told you.
And it's discolored.
Look, girl, go there.
It is. Why does the top look like? And it smells a little rancid.
You a lie.
You don't smell that? Maybe it's the lemon.
No.
Mom, I have a whole bunch of crumbs from the thing in my drink. Look.
This stuff tastes really fresh. My stuff is so fresh.
Okay.
This is the best one.
Anyway, so milk, you're going to jail. I'm so sorry. You're going to jail with the milk.
Anyways, I already did last week we had some milk, y'all. I made some cornbread, and Darius was like, smell the milk. I said it's good milk, Darius.
And I smelled it, and I thought I had a little bit of cow. It smelled like birth of the cow.
Darius can't go a day over.
Milk, I think, is crazy. Milk is crazy. I think anything from an animal that's like direct from the animal, I need to know the exact date that's gonna go. Because you could mess around and ruin your bowel digestive system, your whole digestive system doing that. I'm not trying to be in the hospital.
Whatever.
Now, this icing is not that good.
Oh, let me taste some of your icing.
Oh.
Not with my fork, right, huh?
Yeah, you can do it, Mama, if you want.
Right here?
Yeah. Just, yeah. Oh! I didn't know it was going to be a race car skid. Anyways.
Oh.
I know. It's not great.
It's not like buttercream.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like that. I thought you said it was good.
That's just okay.
Is it too overwhelming?
No, it's just not like the same thing. It's almost like a hybrid. Yeah, have the cupcake. I'm done.
You're not gonna throw that away.
For now.
Cause I'm about to go in on him. Always wasting food. Anyways, I was trying to tell.
Where's your cupcake at?
I have to eat half of it.
Okay, well I wanted.
Because I didn't want that much.
I wanted it in a Ziploc bag.
I had my carbs.
I have my carbs too. Now
I'm serious. I have my carbs. My carbs is high 8.
Now.
Oh my goodness! It's 39 grams of carbs in that Coke.
What's a carb? Let's talk about it. Yeah, it's 39 grams. It's a carbohydrate, okay, and that's okay. You can have a little bit of a carb. There's a little. That's
14% of your daily value. So what? How many carbs are telling you can eat?
Let's do quick math. Okay, let's round it up to 40 and 15%. 40 grams for 15%.
So basically, wait, Darius. They say you had 250 carbs a day.
Is that what it is?
Dang near. 39 grams, and they said you already at 14% of your daily value. So it's probably about 250 grams of carbs they saying you can eat, and I try to do 100 grams.
260, what'd you say?
250. I was
close enough. Close enough. Good job.
I don't think so, Darius.
Okay, so 260 grams of carbs in a day. Does anybody look at that? Let's talk about it. Who actually abides by... Okay, there's actually some tea. I heard that this chart was based off of, like, some random white man. And I don't know why they had to say he was white, but I think it makes a difference. Like, they said that this chart is just, like, generic based off of some white man from 1921 or something.
We're just about how much your daily value?
All of our nutritional facts are based off of... Cause like maybe your body like digests things differently. It's like it's too blanket for everyone. It can't be like everyone. Oh, you need to abide by this. Like it depends on who you are, how your body reacts to different things. Not your blood.
Yes.
Oh my God, would y'all tell her?
Would you tell him that you could go by your blood type? Your blood type will tell you what type of food your body is that can have. Your blood is very, 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 very important in your life.
Okay, well I looked it up.
Well, it can tell you what kind of food is better for that blood.
I know your blood is important in your life, but I don't think it has anything to do with your digestive system.
It absolutely does. Then why did it work so well for me? When I was vegan, I was blowing up and I was eating everything carb.
Why is it not the carbs in the? So wait, you're saying blood type O can't have carbs?
No. It can, but what I'm saying is,
I mean, in excess.
It can have. Yeah, you can't have like my body. Literally, when I have a lot of carbs, it changes.
But what does it have to do with your blood, though? That might be true.
I don't know, but they say your blood type can tell you what type of food that your blood thrives off of.
That's what we should talk about. So we should talk about in 2025, eradicating. Or actually, no. In 2025, let's find out who they are. Who's they?
Because
I want to know.
Darius, you always say they.
Who are they?
Who are they? You always say, "Oh, they said this, they said that," and I'm like, "Who's they?"
Okay, but I just want to know.
But why do you say it?
But I think that when I say it, like it's a little more trustworthy.
Socialmedia.com.
No. Yours is theysaid.com. And I want to know who they is.
Theysaid.com.
So when I looked it up, they actually didn't say that.
There's you always trying to go about with a chat GPT ain't nothing but people saying what they want to say, and chat GPT just go on there.
So where did you get your information from?
From the internet world.
That's exactly where ChatGPT gets its stuff from.
Right.
And when I looked it up, not on ChatGPT, I looked it up on Google.
But there is sometimes they're gonna tell you the wrong stuff, and Google be listening to us. They see your part and they say, well, with him, I'm gonna show him this part of the spectrum, and then I'm gonna show my part of the spectrum.
Okay, let me talk about an epidemic. Okay, and a group of people. Now I don't know. This is for all races, so I think that there is a population of people in general, but I guess we'll talk about this because we're talking about we used to talk about the scams that are happening on Facebook and things like that. There's a population of largely women in the country, or probably the world, who are very susceptible to stupid information online. Yes, and
you said women.
Let's just talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, it's not that it doesn't affect men too.
Darius, okay,
but I think it's a certain age. I would say age more than anything.
But it affects you too.
Oh, I'm sure everyone is affected by misinformation by a little bit, right? But I think that when you go online, you can't just take everything you hear.
But it works for me.
I'm
proving it.
How?
Because when I eat a lot of. I'm a higher meat eater.
That might be true.
And my body went down.
I think they said.
How did my body go down? I was eating vegan, and then my body went down.
Right. I didn't say that. None of that is not. I didn't
when
say it's not true.
When I increase my protein
I'm
and
sure
let go to carbs, the high carby foods.
No, I believe all that, but I'm saying how does it have anything to do with the blood?
It does. I've been doing it after I had you.
Wait, what's the correlation between the blood and the protein intake or whatever? Where's that bridge? I don't know, but y'all understand what I'm saying because it's been books about it and everything
about your eating according to your blood type.
Well, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Eating according to your blood type. Just say that.
Okay. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
No, I'm like, hey, I don't ask the transformer.
And first of all, it just fixes this camera thing.
Get on my nerves.
Wow.
What with this?
Eating according
to your blood type.
To your blood type. Is that true?
Don't you say it.
I'm just gonna say eating according to your blood type.
Maybe listen to our conversation, y'all.
And it says, I read this. The idea of eating according to your blood type comes from the blood type diet popularized by Dr. Peter D'Adamo.
I've been doing that for a long time.
In his book, Eat Right for Your Type.
It's true.
This diet suggests your blood type, blah, blah, blah. That determines the food that you should eat for optimal health, weight loss, blah, 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 blah. While the concept has gained some popularity, it's important to note that there's little scientific evidence to support
I don't care. It could be little. I don't care. That don't mean it ain't right.
They didn't even want to say no, but whatever, fine.
They'll tell you anything. Thank you.
See, that's the thing, is when you want to believe something, it's, they lying. They'll tell you anything they want to tell you. But when you want to believe something, it's, they said.
Right.
They said. And
Whatever.
the same people that say one thing here that you believe in, they'll say another thing that you don't believe in, and now they're a whole lying group. They're all just lying.
There is. You do the same thing.
I'm just saying, guys, don't be susceptible to. And the only reason why I brought up the women thing is because we were talking about.
No. Because all the women gonna get on you in the
The only reason why I talk about the women thing is because we were talking about how there are so many women on Facebook, and they'll be going, "Yeah, I saw you. Where my cardigan's at?" And I go, "Why did you think that was real when they took you to some phishing website?" And you just put your credit card information in. You can't do that. You gotta find out where you're putting your credit card information in. You can't be trusting everybody, every source online. If you see somebody say something, don't just believe it at face value. Look for multiple different sources. And this is what we call media literacy. And I think what the issue is that your generation, or all generations past or before millennials, didn't grow up with the internet in any way, in the way that we do now. And so it's kind of just like, oh, I heard this here, I saw this here, whatever. But it's ingrained in Gen Z to be like, not ingrained, not everybody's like this, but you should be looking at all information you get and say, okay, first of all, this is a sketchy person saying this, or I only ever saw it here, or what is this page that's telling me this? I need to cross-verify with another place. Like, you gotta be doing that. You gotta be doing that.
Well, what I would say is that when you put your credit card information in, because people have getting scammed, but they're doing this to a lot of people for TikTok shops and different things, using their videos, and then you up there putting your information in and thinking you're gonna get. And my thing is, they said they will give you 8 cardigan sweaters for $20.
And why would you think that was true? I said,
it's
no.
people that's older. They don't know the better.
Okay, well, wow. We need to help them. We do. Because I saw when we were on TikTok and somebody said, I saw the deal for 7 cardigans for $20. I said, okay, so are you buying the material or?
Yeah, we kept on seeing that.
I said, did you get a needle and a thread kit or what? Are you making the cardigans yourself for that 20? Because I said, I don't know what you mean by you're getting 7 cardigans for $20.
And
it's just like, I don't know.
And people have been blowing me up.
That would be like,
still today, asking me, where's my cardigans? You cheated me out of my cardigans. I said, ma'am, you got scammed.
That would literally be a couple dollars a cardigan. Like 2 and some change.
For that type of cardigan. Yeah. And that type of cardigan is very, very good material. Good quality.
7 cardigan. It's just like, you got to think, this is too good to be true. But no one thought that. There are so many people saying, and they have to refute it with their bank because they got.
Yeah, I tell them to dispute it with their bank because.
And okay, but also, who is doing that and why? Why are people so grimy?
There he is.
I just
people
wanna know.
are like that. It's gonna be all that.
I hate it.
And yeah, I know. And that's why you too trustworthy.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You very.
What do you mean?
Always. Oh, Mom, do you actually think somebody's going to get a ladder and crawl up to your on your balcony and break into the house? Oh, please.
Okay, Mom, please. I just want to know when that's gonna happen. They'll be like, yes, so we actually have to put a camera on the roof because there's people that come in, you know what they do? They get in the plane, they parachute down, and they come into the chimney. And I go, what are you guys talking about? Like, no one's gonna do that. And they go, well, you ain't never been in the hood. And I go, what? I said they were doing that? They were doing a black ops mission to get into your house?
That would y'all tell him.
And I just don't get it.
Would y'all tell him people would do anything they can if they wanted to break into your house? And Gary's is so gullible. He'd be like, oh. No, you don't believe. Like, if the door's unlocked, oh, well. Okay,
No.
Just unlock it.
That's
all. Just lock it.
I get locking the door. I get having cameras on the doors and stuff like that, too. But you don't have to have a camera in the chimney.
And Darius be like, ain't nobody gonna come in this house. Ain't nobody. I said,
Mom, you don't have to have a camera in the chimney. Okay? No, they're not shimmying down like Santa to get into your house.
You don't know what people would do. Would y'all tell him? I didn't watch too many stuff.
I know. That's my thing is you have either. Well, first of all, in recent years, you're paranoid from watching them things. Now I've been watching them police videos too.
And they for real.
And the people, everybody's crazy. Come to find out, everybody's crazy. and they're very interesting. And I don't know how they always show up. I feel like when you start a new YouTube channel, those are the types of videos they send you on your thing.
Right.
So how did you get into watching police videos and police interaction videos?
I like to watch DUI videos, DWIs, because I feel that I want to see the outcome of it and, the slurring. of the videos?
Well, I will watch. Well, I think there's two types. There's like those types where it's DUI or like simple, like maybe crash things or whatever, stupid stuff, and not stupid stuff, but in comparison to murder, it'll be like a case where they'll interview or interrogate one person.
That.
Have you seen the woman that this was in 2023, I think, or something?
Not the one that set up her husband.
No, I don't.
Oh,
no.
I thought you were talking about the one that set up her husband. Said that and they did all the acting thing. She thought her husband was dead, but he knew the police. The police told him that your wife is trying to kill you, so we need you to fake that you got dead.
Oh,
bullet hole.
Oh, I didn't see that one, but I saw a similar one.
They fake like he was dead, and they show her a picture of it, him in the grave. We found him like that or something.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
No, I didn't see that one, but I saw one that was similar, and it was like. And I'm sure you see this one too. This is a really, really popular story. And she hired a hitman.
That's her.
No. But they did. Oh,
they gave her a picture of
Oh.
They said she said I need to see proof if he's dead. And they show the man. They faked it.
I didn't see
her pictures. It was a fake picture. He pretended like he was dead.
I didn't see that, but so maybe that's
the same one.
Oh, maybe it is.
And she was crying like, "Oh, he's gone."
So the one I'm talking about, she went to the
she
went
working out.
Yes, okay, so that's her.
And then they had the dog. She said, "Oh my gosh!" And when she went
when
there,
she came back,
they had the whole setup. Yeah,
she said, "My husband." And that is so
crazy.
Embarrassing. I actually would not know what to do. I got there and they try to act like he was dead, and they know the whole time you're acting.
Yep.
And you're going. She's taking out her headphones like she has her.
And
her
she was
headphones.
crying and screaming.
She
hollering.
said, "No!"
All of that.
And I saw
one officer.
Yeah.
He couldn't even.
One of the officers said, "This is crazy."
Right. And he couldn't even look at her like. He was like, man, he was turning his head like, he didn't know what to do.
That is so humiliating. Oh my God, everybody was in on it, and you're over here crying and that. This is so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing.
The fact that they let her go on and on with the lies until they was okay. It's time to switch bad cop versus good cop. It was like literally they came in there and they said, "Cut the act. We already know." Actually, they had her husband walk in.
Yeah, they did.
They had
and then she tried to say, "Oh my God!"
She was like, "Oh my God, you alive!" And she
and they had to record the hitman. Actually, I think he went to the police. The guy that she tried to get to kill him. I think he was like he turned her in or something like that. So it was something like that. Where that's how they knew.
Was he or was he an undercover cop?
It was. I think it wasn't. He was undercover all along. He was undercover
all along.
So they had her recorded, and that is so embarrassing. Did you see the one where the woman she said, "Me and my husband got a little tipsy, and I just zipped him up in the suitcase." You saw that one?
Yes.
And she said, "I just didn't up in it."
She told me so. It was just a game. It was a game, and I ended up falling asleep, and I forgot. And I woke up, and I was like, "Oh, he's in the suitcase," and it was too late. She was saying something like it was crazy.
Does anybody actually think about the plan at all when they do these things?
Don't.
Because it's what do you mean the police are gonna believe that you just fell asleep with him in a suitcase? We were just playing a little
game, hide and seek,
a ring around the rosy, and then we just played.
Yeah.
We thought we'd play a little Uno, and then after that we thought we played the game called Zip Up in the Suitcase.
They said he suffocated.
Yeah, I know, and she knew he did too because he was screaming.
Yep, said let me out. I stopped playing. He kept on saying let me out.
And there was that one where the woman. This is always too much, but there was that woman. She stabbed her husband in the shower. And then she took pictures. And then she threw the camera in the washing machine. And she tried to... she ran a cycle. And the camera was like, encrypted or like, obviously broken or whatever.
Right.
And they said, we actually found this in the washing machine. And we extracted all the data from it. And you have all these pictures of you posing with your husband. And then you stabbed. And that's so embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
And there was just so many different things. And I would rather watch the DUI stuff. Because the other stuff is really scary. I watched one last night. And this woman... this happened in like 2023 or something like that. She had this black woman, single mom, was next to her, was neighbors, and she had like probably 3 or 4 kids, and they would always play in this field that connected their houses, but the field wasn't owned by like each one of them. Like they didn't have a property line. It was kind of just like the landlord owned that or whatever. And so they would play football and stuff or whatever. And they had this feud for about 2 years. And then one time, she would always call their kids slurs. Like the woman was white and she was like calling the slurs and stuff or whatever. And then one time she yelled at the woman's kids, and the black lady came over there and was on the door, pounding on the door saying, come out, come out, come out, or whatever. And the lady shot her through the door. And then she killed her.
I seen it. It's an older lady. She's an older white lady. They killed the black girl.
And then she kills her. And then she tried to say it was a stand your ground. Yeah, she said it was like she was on my property.
Right.
And blah 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 blah. But the issue was like there was too many flaws in the thing. Oh, they found out that she had looked up the stand your ground laws a couple days before. Be like, is it okay to kill somebody if they're on your property or whatever? Wow. So she did the whole thing to get her to come over there, and then she just shot through the door.
Yeah,
and it was a whole thing.
I seen a whole little
I watched that one last night.
On there. But did you see the one with the black girl when the black girl's brother stole a bag, the man's backpack?
Yeah. And
she was cussing. You don't have no right to go into my brother's. Do not open the door. Do not let them in. You have no right to go in his garbage can.
She kept saying, Jeremy, tell me I can't go in there. And I said, girl, calm down.
They end up arresting her.
And that's really sad.
But my thing is, y'all,
I feel bad for her, though.
Let's say this. If you get stopped by the police, now you know you are on camera and it's going to be exposed out there.
Right.
You're going to go viral.
So
why not act with civilization and know that when the police come to you, I understand some things have been, crazy in that field, but that doesn't mean every cop is a bad cop. And you have to listen to what they're telling you.
I think what you do, what's more strategic now that they're putting the videos on blast.
They putting you on blast.
Is don't do anything until you find a lawyer. Then you can see what they did wrong in the footage. Now the issue is that there's a whole bunch of stuff that could happen. They could try to delete the camera footage if you're not filming yourself. They could do a whole bunch of other stuff that's nefarious.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm not confident enough and I don't know the law well enough to be like combating the police officers in the moment. Because you don't know, the law is so peculiar. It's like, okay, you said this, which negated this law, so you can't do this, you can't do that, but you can do this, and they did this illegally at first, but once you did this, there's a whole bunch of stuff. So if you don't know for a fact, like, it's best to just let them do what they're doing and then try to go back and figure out what they did wrong instead of trying to do a lot in the moment.
But I feel that if you know it's your fault, like, if I am drunk,
right,
and I am slurring my words, I got into a car accident because I was drunk.
That's embarrassing, right?
You need to comply with those officers.
You need to go to jail.
You need to literally do your whatever test. You know, and know for a fact that if they tell you to step out your car to do them tests, you're going to jail. Period. I don't care. There is no such thing as passing the test.
I didn't know that until you told me that. But.
No such thing. No one ever passed them. They're not made for that. They're just made for you to put it on record because you're still going to jail. And when you go there, they'll get a blood test and they go blow your breath again.
Well.
But my thing is, if you're in fault, just comply with what the officer said. Do not don't try to restrict yourself. What do you call it? Resist.
Resist.
Resisting.
This just makes me realize there are just people on the planet who are they're stupid. They're idiots. And it's just, so you don't encounter idiots all the time. But now that we have the internet, it's like, what is wrong with these people? This woman was in Florida, I think, and she was driving on the wrong way. She was driving on the opposite way in front of this protest. This was recently, because I think it was a Free Palestine protest. So this was probably within the last year and a half. So she's driving on this thing and on the wrong way. So it's a one way going this way and she's driving this way. And the police are like, hey, they're there for the protest, like trying to like make sure everything's fine. And they turn around and this woman's driving the wrong way. They're like, hey, you got to go around. You can't go this way. And she's like, I'm just trying to get to my house. Like, can I go this way? They're like, no. And she escalates it all the way to the point where she's going to jail. And it's like, you just turn around. Like, it was not that serious for you to do all that. Mm-hmm. Like, that's so embarrassing. And now she was like, no, I'm going. And then they had to park the police car in front of her car so she couldn't go. It's just like, turn around. They were not going to give her a ticket or anything. They're just saying like, why are you here? Just go the other way. Even though she was already driving on a one way, which you should get a ticket for that.
Well, she was drunk though.
No, she wasn't drunk at all. They didn't make her do a sobriety test at all. It was literally just her being stupid and trying to combat the officers.
That's crazy. I saw another one too. Like, I watched DUIs that's fatal, that they killed the other person.
Yeah,
and I promise you, some of those DUI people are so insensitive. One lady killed a mom and a son. They had just got back from a concert. They was on their way back from a concert because they was spending that quality time, and she killed both of them. And she was smiling and everything and laughing. And then all of a sudden, when she sobered up and found out what she did, her family was they like let her get away with. Her family was like, it's still not your fault. If it wasn't for them, if they wouldn't, because their car stopped because they needed gas. They ran out of gas. So the car was
on the side of the road.
Yeah, on the
highway.
Yeah, and it was like it was their fault that they shouldn't have been out there. They the one put you in danger for them to get hit. So it's their fault that they died that night. And this is what her parents was telling her on the phone. That's insane. And she was agreeing with it. Like they was like, if they wouldn't have ran out of gas, then maybe they would still be alive today. She was like, it's a rule in Utah that if you run out of gas, you putting the people in jeopardy and of their lives and stuff like that. It was so bad. That is so It was so bad. Stupid. It was so insensitive. I was like, wow. I don't understand why. And they only gave her like 5 years. They gave her some type of very low thing. But did she have was she drunk? Yeah, she was drunk. No, you need to go to jail for more than 5 years. If you killed somebody because you were drunk driving and you only get 5 years, they be slapping them on the hand. That's just not fair. One girl kept on laughing about stuff, and I don't like to watch people. Those. They'll be like, it'll be a thumbnail, and they'll have a woman that'll say, "You won't believe her face when she found out they were dead." And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't watch those. I can't watch ones where you can see live and in action, like you can look at a car like that's crumpled up, and there's dead people in there. I can't watch that one. I can't watch those. I've seen it. I watch those all the time because it's reality to me. Because I watch them, and you will see. Like, they cover up the body, but you'll see the hand out like this, arm like that, just hanging out the car. Or I see a foot. And that's I'm like, wow. Scary. A foot is insane. You don't see the person's face. Yeah, but they still say just to know. And then sometimes they have a lot of them that they'll show where right before it happened. Like, this lady was zooming down the car, and she killed 2 police officers. They were just coming down the street, and you see their whole car flip all the way around, and it was dead instantly. And she was sitting up there in her car like, because the DUI people, the people that's drunk, never get killed. I guess they said it because their body does not tense up. Oh. So when their body does not tense up because they don't move, bodies don't tense up. But when you tense up, it's like, yo, you die. You get killed. I don't know why is that. That is crazy. Yeah, that issue because they're always out there looking stupid. They looking like, what just happened? Everybody else dead and they just sit up there alive. That is insane. With a little scratch. I don't even know how that happens, but that's terrible. But then again, y'all, I feel like I found out too that when people are in accidents too, sometimes it don't have to be DUI. Literally, people can be driving their cars and have a heart attack, a seizure, or go have a stroke right when they're driving. Right. That's terrible too. And that's horrible. And then you in a car accident from natural causes for that person, having an attack. Yeah, but see, watching all this stuff will make you not want to do anything ever. That's true. You'll lock your backpack up. You'll never be on the highway again. You'll never actually want to see anybody with a drink at all. And I just think this is just crazy. Like, that's why I be like, everybody spending the night. Right. On New Year's everybody Eve. Doing this, everybody doing that. Yeah, because you don't know, and you can't control it. Of course you can't. But I always find myself praying like, oh, please cover the streets and don't let nobody, in my vicinity get hurt or whatever. I be praying for that stuff because, y'all, it be crazy out there. It's really crazy. And now that we're talking about this, I feel like I've seen so many. What about when you have had your accident, when you have accidents, like, it takes a while for you not to tense up again. Like, when you go into a car accident, when you had that last car accident, you was like... It was so scary when you have all that you got PTSD. You don't even want church chicken. Well, yeah, it wasn't turkey. It was turkey chicken. Yeah, it was. I didn't. The drink. You said every time you see turkey chicken, you're like, I can't do it. No, for a while, every time I would go through an intersection, you would be scared. I'd be scared because there's always a left turning lane on the opposite side or whatever, and that's exactly what happened. I would always be paying attention to that car so closely to see if they were creeping out, because everybody creeps out when they're about to turn left. Right. But I'll always be making sure they're not too far in front of me. Now you very cautious now of it. Well, now I'm back to being normal. Right. But before, for a good couple months, I was always looking. Yeah. And Darius drive like this. He drives straight up like this, and he all the way close to the steering wheel, and he like this. I said, Darius. He drives like a granny. I be trying to make sure I got to drive for other people. That's old person. I be like, Dad, this boy is too safe. I have to make sure that everybody else is on their P's and Q's. Because I'm not trying to be gone with the wind. Remember, you and Dalvin got in an accident the same year, like a couple months after each other. Yeah. I mean, bad ones. Your stuff was total, wasn't it? Yeah, my stuff was total. Your car was total. His was total. Yeah. And they didn't have a scratch on their body. Actually, I had to go for a concussion. You ain't had no concussion.
They told me I could have possibly had one.
And then Derek's gonna get mad. So I can't believe them people didn't even check on me. I got out the car like, where everybody at?
Yeah, they left me for dead. No, because by the time
everybody was thinking like, is he okay? Is he dead?
Yeah, and they gonna say it from the corner.
Is he dead?
Is he dead? Is he dead? Like what?
Darius
Is
said,
he dead? Is crazy.
Darius said he was in the car and he stayed there for a moment because he's like, woke up like, oh my goodness.
I said, no. I'm saying I must have blanked out for a second.
You had to blank out.
Because by the time I got out the car, all the witness cars were on the corner. And they were all talking to each other, having a group high five. They were having a chat about what happened. The lady who was in the car that was totaled too, she got out. She was on the corner. They was all talking. I'm sitting there. I picked my head out the window like, is y'all gonna find out where I'm at? And so then I got out, and I thought that because the church's chicken
he thought
drink,
it was blood, didn't you?
I thought I had so much adrenaline that I couldn't feel the source of any pain, but I felt the drips going down my leg, and I said, "Oh my god!" My leg is broken. I thought I was gonna have. I thought it was blood. I thought it was blood dripping down my thing, and then I looked down. And I said, "Oh, that's Sprite." And I said, oh, "Okay," just to make sure. But that was really scary, and I called the police, and I was definitely very, very shaken up. It was a very scary moment. But you know what's so weird? The first thing that I did when I opened my eyes, because all my airbags went off, I peeked through the little sliver that the airbags were, like when they had deployed. I peeked through it and I looked at the light to see if I was in the wrong or the right. I don't know why. That's the first thing I did when I opened my eyes. And I saw the light was green. And I was like, okay, so I know it wasn't me. Like, I know I had the right way to go through the intersection. Right, I just wanted to make sure, because I didn't have a dash cam either. I didn't have anything. So I was like, I want to make sure that because I want to be like, I don't know if the light was green or red or yellow or whatever. And so
you had your dash cam was on.
I didn't have a dash cam at that time.
After that, Darius got a dash cam.
No, I didn't. After my second accident, I got a dash cam. Well, my Mercedes, that man did a lot.
You had another one?
Yeah, mama. And I had to do, it was so much. I was on my way to the airport, and that man did a road rage.
And you still went on your trip?
I sure did. I was on my plane. My plane was on. My plane was on. I had driven an hour and a half to get to the airport.
His dad was like, Nate was like, boy, you don't even go on no trip. You better get back in your car and you better
drive back home. I said, are you crazy? I said, I'm going on this trip. I was like, why would I ever?
They said that boy gets priorities is messed up. He gonna sit up there and go on a trip. He should have been back home trying to take care of the business.
If you guys paid for a flight to go on a trip, you got up at 2 a.m. to pack your bags, and you drove an hour and a half to get to the airport.
What was y'all going to Miami?
No. I was just going to Wisconsin. They had a fest there or whatever. So I was going to Wisconsin, and we were gonna or just have a little weekend or something. And so then I did all of that. I paid for everything. Everything was good. I'm 30 minutes from the airport, and the guy does a lot with the tire thing or whatever. It goes under. It hits my bumper. My bumper's on the ground, but my car runs or whatever. But I had the check engine light on. There's a couple things going wrong. But I'm 30 minutes from the thing. I'm like, I'm going. So I get there. And once I get out the car and I see it, my bumper is actually on the ground like this. Dragging. And I was really embarrassing because there was a guy coming out of the parking lot. And he looked at my car and he had his jaw on the ground while he was driving like this. And I said...
It's a Mercedes.
I said, there's something wrong with my car, isn't there? And I got out and my thing was... it looked like somebody punched the grill out.
And you said, like, oh, well.
And I called... And I called Dad. I said, Dad. And I took a picture of it. And he said, you might as well go home and drive back home. And I said, I'm not doing that at all. I don't even know why he thought I was going to do that. Would you do that, Mom? If you had to drive yourself through 2 hours to go to the airport, you had a girl's trip with Mariah, and you guys are going to Vegas, and you have planned and paid for everything, and your car still works, it's just the bumper's on the ground, I'm dealing with that when I get back. Let me go party first. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'll be there in Vegas, and when we get back, we can deal with this.
Whatever.
Man, my car was sitting there looking stupid in the parking lot for 3 days.
But your daddy wants you to call the people. You didn't even call the people right away.
I didn't do a thing. I went to Wisconsin. I had my fun. I came back. I said this is gonna be dealt with when I get back. Cause I didn't want to.
Did they give you your car back? What happened?
So it was actually the worst luck ever because I was supposed to turn in my car before I got this one. I was supposed to turn the Mercedes back in because it was leased a week later. So I had already been to Mercedes. I had talked to the lady. She had examined my car and everything.
It was good.
And she was like, yep, all you gotta do is turn it in on Wednesday. No charge, no nothing, blah, 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 blah. And it was literally, I think it was the Wednesday after that weekend, because it was the weekend I was going to go to Wisconsin, and that following Wednesday,
you was
I was going to turn it in. And so literally, like 4 days before I'm supposed to turn it in, my bumper's on the ground. So I have to text the lady and say, hey, sorry. She actually did a lot. She actually was like being snarky because I had to like leave her. I think I left her on red or something because she was asking me like trying to get time for me to turn it in. But then my bumper was on the ground, so I was like, I have to get this fixed before I respond to her. And then she gonna message me a couple days later and say, I forgot what she said, but it was something really snarky like, okay. And she was like, okay, with a little emoji like, okay, I guess you're not gonna respond. And I said, listen up, Samantha. I said I had an issue. Thank you. But anyway, so then I had to get it all fixed. Luckily, the insurance paid for most of it. I only had to pay $500, which was still a lot. But I only had to pay $500 because it was a hit and run. I didn't get the guy's license plate. That's why I got the dash cam. Because I didn't get any of the guy's information, nothing. He sped off going over 100 miles an hour. And I was scared to speed up because I didn't know what was wrong with my car. I didn't want to like swerve out of control. All of a sudden I tried to go faster.
And what was you going to do if you called him? Oh, you just trying to get the
no, yeah, just to get the license plate number. But I didn't even want to speed up to get the license plate number because I didn't know what was wrong with my car. I literally rolled over a thing.
Big old wheel.
A big old wheel. And so I was like, let me just, and I think I was on cruise control too for after that. So I was like, I don't want to like get out of cruise control and then try to go faster because I don't know if my wheel's messed up. If I could spin out of control trying to go 100 miles an hour to follow this guy. Like, I don't want to do any of that. So that's why I have a dash cam now. So don't even try to test me. If you see me in the car, you better be on your P's and Q's because I will be at your you'll walk into your insurance place.
Didn't your daddy give you that for Christmas?
Yeah, he bought me that for Christmas.
Yeah,
because I was gonna get one, but they're expensive too.
They are, but you got a good one.
Yeah, I got a good one, and he bought me a thing to get it installed. Yes, the front and back, and it does the it has the inside the cabin. You can listen to what you're like. It records the inside too. But I turned that off. I turned the thing off because I didn't want people in my car to feel like they were being listened to.
Whatever, Darius. Whatever. But that's crazy.
You need to have a dash cam. Everybody needs to get a dash cam.
I'm gonna get one in my other car, in my next car.
I'm telling you right now. Everyone's always like, oh, I'll get one later. It's gonna be too late. Okay? Get a dash cam immediately. Every single car you have, you need to have a dash cam because people will speed off. They'll run away. Didn't one time do you remember that in Wisconsin? Somebody hit us and they drove off? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in the Mercedes. Mm-hmm. I just remembered that. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't a lot of damage though, right? Mm-hmm. Or no damage or something. But they literally sped off so fast.
No. Yes, they sped. Oh no, that was yours. When we gave you the white Mercedes.
Yes.
And then somebody hit. No, somebody. Okay, somehow something happened to the white Mercedes.
Yeah.
But when the tow man came in.
Oh yes.
The Mercedes.
That was the Booka Booka story. You remember Booka Booka? They remember. If the OGs remember Booka Booka. That was what I said in the That's what I said the battery did. Because something fell out. It wasn't the battery. Something fell out the bottom of the car, and I said Booka Booka. And I had to go into the to the lane or the parking lane on the highway, and I just remember looking back, and it was just all I could see was smoke.
Right.
And then I heard cars swerving and the thing started getting... Apparently there was something in the road. So then when the guy picked up the thing, he didn't strap the vehicle down enough. He didn't strap
our Mercedes down enough. And y'all, when I tell you...
The whole thing cracked.
The whole car fell off.
Yeah, and it cracked. The hood cracked.
Yes, the hood cracked and everything. And you know what that man did? He walked off. He walked out of that truck and never came back. He just started walking.
That is so crazy.
And then we called the people, the tow truck people. They said... our employer just quit. He just quit. He never called. He never answered his phone or anything. Because he's like a Mercedes. He literally let it just fall.
He knew he was gonna lose his job.
He knew he was gonna lose his job.
He's like, I gotta go.
So they ended up owing us money.
Right. Which
they paid us off.
Because also they ended up having to pay more than the Mercedes was actually worth.
Right.
Because.
Which was good for us because we was about to get rid of it anyway.
Right.
So I was like, look at God. So we got a check. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And then we end up buying you something else.
A Jeep.
Yeah, the Jeep. We ended up using
Jeep
that money for his Jeep. And
I didn't get the 2016. I had a 2011 Jeep. That's what I had here. And then I got the 2016. We upgraded it. Yep, that was that. We added the 2011 Jeep first. And then you upgraded it when I went to college.
Yeah. And
sent it to me. And then 2 months later, that's when the lady hit me. And it totaled in 2 months.
Darius, it's always something with you.
I didn't do nothing.
But why is it always...
I actually have never...
Darius, remember the first one when we had the blue car we bought you? The very
Oh, that
first
was-
car.
okay,
Oh,
so
see?
okay,
See what I'm saying?
I did that one little thing one time.
No, but that was
And
the
I was
first.
a new driver.
So it doesn't matter.
And
It
that's
was
a-
that first time,
then
and
I
then the
just-
second time, then the third time. The fourth time is a charm.
Okay, I actually have not had a fourth time.
It's like third.
So don't speak
3
that on me.
times?
It was 3 times, okay? The first time,
Blue.
the odds were stacked against me. Okay, I actually
Always.
the odds were stacked against me. I was driving on the highway and I had to come a little around, just around the river bend, and I was going around the river bend. And then when how was I supposed to know the traffic was gonna be completely stopped off the bridge I was on?
And you sit up here, what was you doing on your phone or something?
I was on my phone trying to figure out where I was going. I had the directions up, and I didn't have a thing. I was holding my phone. I didn't even have a mount. So I'm holding my phone. I'm coming around this bend, going somewhere I've never been before. And then by the time I looked up, I said, "What was that?" And I was looking at somebody's license plate, and I was going 45 miles an hour. I said, "Oh, okay, that was a little cute." I was looking at the little trinkets. You know how they have the little family holding with the dog, the leash. And I saw that, and I said, "That's awfully close." And then when I blinked, I was in the back of his car. And I said, "Oh," and it was a truck actually, and that man actually was had something with the law. He actually was trying to get away.
He said,
he's like, "If you don't need me here, like, if there's no damage to my car, so can I go?" And I was thinking in my head, like, it was my first accident. I was 16. I was like, I don't know. And I called Dad. I said, "Can he go or whatever?" Or I think I took a picture of his license plate. I was like, "Yeah, I guess you can go." And then, Dad was like, Dad was fine with him going because it was my fault. He was like, "Yeah, he can go or whatever," because he didn't want him to be like, "Oh, I need to be there with the police and blah 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 blah."
And we was always paying insurance up the yin yang because you a guy. You know what you saying is people
Actually, let's talk about that. Should be considered discrimination.
Yeah, because girls don't have to do it.
How is that not discrimination?
Because we don't drive fast. Y'all
I get what it is. I get the reasoning behind the logic. But how is that not unconstitutional?
Well,
you can't make me charge me more because of
a
I'm a male
female versus a male. Yeah.
I don't think that should be true.
Well,
because for me, I feel like I drive safe. So why is it that I have to pay more than a girl does?
Because they feel
as
that
a male?
males we want up on that
that's
speed
fine.
and stuff.
Okay, well,
and we have to pay insurance. Like it's like literally when y'all come of age of driving, your insurance goes up.
okay, well, I think gay men should be exempt.
Why is that?
What do you mean,
Y'all
why is
drive
that?
fast too.
No. First of all, let me just say this. There's a lot of women who drive fast. Okay, I know some women with the foot on the gas. Okay.
Whatever.
The pedal be on the floor. Okay. And then also, there's a lot of men that don't do that. That are very cautious. Well, I don't know about a lot. Okay. I know for me, I'm very cautious.
That's because of the many times you have been in accidents. You are very, very cautious of driving. That's why you drive the way you do. I have never. It's like so many of it's very, you know what I'm saying? It's like some people get in more incidents than others.
Well, they haven't been my fault. My first one was 16 and my last one was 16. All the others were not my fault. Sorry. I was 16. I was new to driving. I didn't know what I was doing. Whatever. I made my one little cute mistake. And it wasn't even that bad because the guy I hit had a big truck and he had a tow hitch on the back and my car just hit the tow thing and it completely stopped.
You'd have been in more than that because remember when you was in with your friends and that man said, "Oh, my mom's in the hospital. She's dying right now." And you guys said, "Oh, go take care of your mom." And y'all didn't get his license.
It was only a small little tiny dent.
There he is. I can't believe that man just said, and y'all was like, "Oh,
and
okay, sure."
I said, "Oh my God." I said, what's wrong with her? And he said, "I don't have time to talk. I gotta go." I said, "Okay, you deal with that." I said, "You go figure that out." And he said, "Okay." And he ran to
and
go
he
to
gave
the
you
hospital.
a fake name. And y'all believed
No, he gave us
it.
a fake number.
A fake number.
And I was sitting there thinking, I said, I wonder. And we were all looking at each other in the car going, and then Will said, "It's funny. When I send a message, it doesn't send." And then I put all the pieces together. I said, "Wait, is his mom actually in the hospital?" And all the numbers were messed up.
I cannot believe y'all did that one. And y'all was
okay, but he was so smooth with it too. I believed him. He got out the car, he was like he looked like he was frantic immediately. He was like, "I gotta go." And it wasn't even that much. Like his car wasn't damaged. And Will's car had a little, he probably couldn't even see the dent. It was so small.
It's so what?
And I was like, you know what?
It's the principle.
I believe him. He said, "I gotta go. My mom's in the hospital." And I said, maybe that's why he was speeding.
Darius, that's sad. I could not believe they did that. I said, y'all didn't get no license plate, no nothing. All y'all with those, with phones. Y'all sit up here going to take him away, that man for
well, first of all, it wasn't my car to be doing a lot about.
I don't care,
Will was like,
that's your
I wasn't
friend.
going to be like, No.
Yes.
What's your stuff?
Yes, you do. You be that friend. Yes, I will be like that.
Okay, well, Will said, oh. And I said,
oh, with him.
I said, oh, with him. I did. I said, oh, no.
How many of y'all was in there for? Like 4 y'all?
No, it was just me, Kyle, and Will. And Kyle,
it was enough of y'all to be able to sit that man and say, let's get his ID.
Okay, well, I don't know why we didn't get his ID.
And somebody should have been calling the cops.
Well, he gave his number.
Said,
he should have called it before he left.
Darius, even if he would have called before he left.
I think he just changed one number. We could have probably figured it out at the end. If you just change the number, go through all the numbers.
It gave you one number.
And I'll never forget when he hit the back of the thing, but I literally went like this. And I went forward. I did.
So do Will have cameras now?
No, I don't think so. Everyone, I'm telling you right now, you need to get a camera. He thought his parents were going to find out and they never did. But I don't know. I hope his mom doesn't watch these videos. She actually, again, I told her she can't speak English, so maybe she's not watching this.
Oh, they got the translators now.
Okay, well, she's not watching this.
ChatGPT will let you know. AI would tell you everything that you saying and
yeah. AI is actually really crazy now, but... No, I mean, like, we're just doing so much. We found out about AI about, I would say, 18 months ago, and everything has AI now. Everything. The first time I heard
you don't
about
even know if you watching a video.
No, the AI's gotten too good.
It's so good that you look like, is that person? You be thinking that's that person.
Well, no. First of all, I'm not gullible in that way. I think I can still tell. In about 6 months, I won't be able to tell. It's gotten too good.
Now, some of them I don't even tell. Like
I can tell.
They did. Some of them you can't. It's like...
a couple issues they used to have in the beginning used to be your the digits. If you want to find out if a picture was AI, look at the hands or the feet. AI had a really tough time in the beginning, putting only 5 fingers on people. So you would see 6, or you would see
they're getting better now.
Now I think they fixed that issue. But now what you'll see is that if you ever see skin, the skin is too smooth. There will be no texture on the skin or anything like that. That's how you know it's AI, because it'll have a lot of smoothness.
Some of them be looking like verbatim.
It's really scary. And I saw this AI app. It was like you create these AI things or whatever, and all the people were white, and that made me upset. I'm sorry. White people probably think I'm just so crazy.
Yes, they do.
But let me explain what I mean. I just didn't like the fact that there was no diversity in it. They were showing how you can make this AI world, and every single AI character that they trained AI to do was only conventionally attractive white people. They didn't have any other people at all with any color, hair types, textures, skin colors, anything.
I know.
And I was like, why am I going to get that app?
Right. So that's why I was trying to tell you about my wig stand with my black wig heads. Tell me why I get the black wig head.
Well, I was confused.
Right.
Because you got styrofoam.
No, I was not gonna get that. That's not the color of my skin. Let me wrap my skin color.
Okay, that's great, but they didn't have your features.
I don't care. As long as they were black.
That was Halle Berry with a deeper skin tone. Halle Berry doesn't have very black features either.
Whatever.
And it was very much the thin nose, thin lips.
They did have
and thin eyes. I don't know who has thin eyes, but that's
what it was. They ain't gonna put no mannequin on there with big kalupa lips and stuff.
Okay, so
and a nose and say, "Ooh, let's get her a black nose."
Okay, but it's a face. If you're gonna color the skin black, I want the features to be black too. What's the point? I don't want a white woman with a tan.
Darius, you got some black women that look like they got the white features.
Of course,
you do. So
if it's gonna be black,
those were the ones.
If the skin color is gonna be black, why not make the face black?
There she was black. She had a little eyeliner on.
Mom, white women wear eyeliner too.
Black. She had the little thing. She had the little nose. Sometimes we couture our nose. We give it a good beat.
I've never seen any couture for They got high fashion couture for your nose.
Do they do that? Don't they do that?
Some couture.
Don't they do they contour the nose where it can be real skinny right here with a little point, and they put that.
Mom, it's called contour. Oh. That's why. Mom, couture is high fashion couture. That's why I said I didn't know they had nose couture.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I knew what you were talking about. It's contour.
Contour. I don't do it, so I don't do the contour and stuff. But they
I know what they do, and they do the exclamation point. You do a highlighter here and then a dot like that to make it skinnier.
You should know that.
Oh, I watch a lot of makeup videos.
For what, Darius?
I don't know. Kind of the same reason why you watch the DUI videos. I just watch them. I don't do makeup or anything. I just watch a lot of makeup videos.
That's crazy.
And so I know.
Anyways, but I didn't see no explanation point. They do this. They take one right here and they do one right there.
Yeah, you could do the line. So you could either do the lines, and then a U in the front, or you can do a highlight. So you're either doing not me being a makeup expert. You can do the outsides to make your nose skinnier because it's almost like you're making a bridge, okay?
Right.
And then you do a U right here on your front part, or you do an exclamation point where you do a line down here of highlight, and then you do a dot in the middle, and it's supposed to make it seem skinnier from a top view.
Like you done got a nose job.
Yeah, almost like that. It's like a
But with the banana press powder, the press powder go all the way around the what the.
I don't know what the purpose of the
banana powder.
Yeah, stuff like that.
The
setting powder and the setting spray. But it's supposed to keep your makeup intact for multiple hours if you're like sweat through it and things like that.
But you can do that with the one size.
Right. They love the one size thing.
Spray.
One size thing is a very popular brand of setting spray. They said it does. It's called like a whole. 24
they have one,
hold,
and then they have one that's sweat proof.
Yeah.
That you can put on your face. Yeah. But I don't sweat, so I don't have to use that stuff. I wonder, so why do people do it when you don't damage your, like, why you just can't wear, like, foundation? That's what I just wear. I just wear the foundation and eyeliner.
What do you mean by damage?
Just, what, is it bad to wear just the foundation, that's it?
Well,
why do you have to have all them steps? That's what I'm saying.
The point of the steps is to... You have to add dimension back to your face. Because if you just do the foundation... You're kind of like smoothing out your skin tone or whatever, and you don't have to do. That's more all you're doing is for your even skin tone. You don't have to do more than that. But adding like the bronzer and the highlight and things like that is adding more dimension back to your face to look like it was more 3D instead of just putting a flat thing over your face. So from different angles you can see the highlight and the. So
it probably makes your face look more.
It looks more flawless. If you do a whole face of makeup, you're gonna look more flawless because you're starting from scratch. You literally covered your face in the foundation and then built your face back up with the thing.
Is a lot.
It's a lot of work. It is.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of steps. I said, how can people do that every single day?
They do.
It's gonna take hours out your day.
But if you get good at it, if you're in the top people that do good at it, you can have a career on any social media platform.
That's true.
Makeup is huge.
That's true. You would never be.
And I even watch makeup videos and I don't even do makeup. It's just a thing that people do, or I like watching people do.
Some people say it's very relaxing.
Yeah.
To watch. It's very therapeutic. To watch,
yeah.
Therapeutic. And I'm just like, I see it, but I be like, girl, they doing triangles upside down, this part, and and then they doing the pressed powder, and then sometimes they do the black stuff.
What black stuff?
The stuff that be white, a line right here, a line
bronzer.
right there. This ain't no bronzer. This thing is a
not bronzer. What am I trying to say? It's contour, isn't it?
It's contour your face.
It's contour. And then they do it down like that.
Why do you do that?
To make your cheekbones higher. So you do it like that. So your cheekbones and this is where you put the highlight at, the bronzer or whatever down. Not bronzer. Why would I say? Isn't it bronzer? Whatever.
There it is. Don't be coming back as Shaniqua.
And then they do it right here. Then they put the little highlight over the brows.
And they do all around the forehead to give it that type of frame they face with that brown thing. That is crazy.
Now I need all the comments to let me know how I can grow my eyelashes. I want my eyelashes to grow naturally.
You already got eyelashes.
I have them. I want them to be longer.
Don't be add no. I'm
not gonna use mascara.
Strips. Like
eyeliner?
No, strip lashes.
Oh no! I wouldn't do that.
Would you add extensions?
No. They say I've thought about it. Like a tiny that ones that look natural but are just a little longer. Because I want my eyelashes to be longer. But they said you won't have any eyelashes after that.
That's true.
So I don't want to do that.
That's true. Like mine, I don't have nothing on, but look, my eyelashes are very almost none.
Yeah, they're short.
They're there. I have them, but
I know I have them too.
Like if I put mascara on, you will see a little bit of, but you won't see a lot. But I think that if I gave lashes a break, then I'll give it a chance to grow.
I don't know. I guess having something there, glue, touching it all the time makes it stunt the growth.
It does. That's even with wigs.
It's everything with
your wigs. Literally have to have your hair needs to have oxygen.
Yeah, it needs to
grow.
Breathe. It can't breathe.
It has to have vitamin D. It has to have the sun exposure. It doesn't need to be covered up, even if you have a wig on and not putting any glue. It stunts it from being thicker or whatever. But yeah.
Anyway. We have 50 seconds. So
so we're gonna close out. But y'all, okay, it's nice seeing y'all. Y'all see me and Darius and more. We're gonna. a microphone.
Oh.
But anyways, I love y'all. I see y'all in the next video. I always gonna keep God first and everything. You tell me where you can find me at, Darius.
You can find me, just type in Darius Gaskin anywhere. I add a Gaskin, but my name will still be just Darius everywhere. Yeah, so just type in Darius Gaskin anywhere on TikTok or YouTube, and you'll find me. You'll see my face. And, yeah, especially this year.
Yes, y'all. We'll see y'all later. Always keep God first and everything you do. Peace out. Peace, love, and hair grease.
For some crab legs, I want boiled eggs, I want shrimp. I'm a bougie chick, a whole mukbang. Gotta have that lemon rain, and I do everything. It's smackalicious.